and tracking. So what you're seeing here is the DF Excite. For loops and everything, it's good for touch-ups. As you can see by the settings already, I'm not touching it a whole lot. I'm boosting on the high end, which for this setting, if I remember right, it's around 13K, and it's adding a little harmonic distortion. Uh, I'm bringing out the low mids to kind of get that snare to cut a little bit more, and I'm helping with the subs a little because I felt like they need a little bit more oomph behind them because you couldn't really tell the note changes on the 808. So we're giving a little help here. I even brought down the mix on it. Didn't need much, but a little help. So let's pull that back up, and we're gonna A/B this. So okay, and then with. So yeah, helped bring out the little intricacies that he had going on in the background. Helped with the 808 so you can actually hear the note. Pulling up one of our favorite limiters here, especially for percussion. So without. With. Again, even further bringing out the intricacies that he had. The little bits, little shakers, little rattlers that he had going on. I still felt like the top end needed a little help, so I'm specifically targeting that with this guy. This one's a small move, but it makes a big difference. Show you that one. Off. Okay. And then I'm going to play that same pass because that's a lot where there's a lot of high-end parts right there. So without. And with. This helps bring it up. That sounds pretty good. I feel like I can move on from that. I'll probably come back a little later, maybe add some stuff. Right now I'm not hearing a whole lot that it needs. The bass. Normally I split the bass, especially when it's a bass guitar, into high, low, and tone. This one, though, I'm not sure it's going to need it because I think we kind of nailed it with one. So, show you what we're working with here. Bum, 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 bum. This was the original dry bass. So you can tell that was definitely a DI. Not much was added to it. Maybe a compressor. What I'm running here is one of my favorite plugins. Like, period. STL Tonality, the Will Putney pack. Bass. I am adding a bunch of treble because I like treble in my bass. I like it to make it helping with the subsonics. By also changing this to the ultra low, scooping a little bit more on the mid lows over here, changing this frequency range, and then boosting the ultra high, which I think on this is around the 1700 2K range, which is really high for the bass, but it adds a little bit of naturality to it. Brings out a little bit of the strings. The actual pick attack from the fingers is what it sounded like. Didn't sound like it was being plucked with a pick. To me, for this style for that sound that he's going for. I might polish it up a little bit more later, but that to me is pretty good. Vintage Exciter to try and mask some of the sharpness, but without losing anything. This one also does a really good job in emulating the hiss of analog gear. Like this pack was one of the better ones we picked up, but it makes it sound believable. Okay, so that's pretty close. Titans top end's brightened up. Mid range is kind of tamed a little bit. Got rid of the honkiness. Add a little bit of a verb on the cleaner one. Made it sound a little bit bigger than it is.
You're the type of girl that I like. Yeah, I just wanna know your name. Spend some time, baby. Spend some time with you. I love your style. Yeah. Yeah, the way you do what you do. You pointing your lips. Hey. So cool, you the shit, baby. I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fake.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this off real quick because I'm about to add a plugin on here that makes everything stupid.
Pretty lady with the brown eye. You're the type of girl that I like. Yeah, I just wanna know your name. Hey, don't delay, cause I die a little. I'm missing your touch, baby. And I just can't wait forever, love. Can't wait. Oh no. I'm missing your touch, baby.
I'm gonna try and get this to go vintage.
Hey, don't delay, cause I die a little.
Just because I feel like this has got a vintage vibe. Like,
I'm missing your touch, baby.
okay. I live for stuff like this.
I can't fake it. I want it all. I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fake. I want it all. Hey, don't delay, cause I die a little. I'm missing your touch, baby. Yeah, I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't wait. Oh no, oh no. I just can't see myself loving nobody. I just can't see myself loving nobody else.
Like, that's just sexy.
Hey, don't delay, cause I die a little.
That's just sexy, right?
Touch, baby.
Yeah, that's good. What I want to mess with though is I want to clean up the guitars a little bit. They need something. I think we're gonna replace this guy. You hear how much that thing was doing though. Like that's a big difference. I'm on the right track there. It's just not quite right.
I'm missing your touch, baby. Pretty lady with the brown eye. You're the type of girl that I like. Yeah, I just wanna know your name and spend some time, baby. Spend some time.
Alright. Now we're gonna fix this. This needs some help. I don't know what I want though. I know it needs help.
Yeah, I just wanna know your name and spend some time, baby. Spend some time with you. I love your style.
Alright. I feel like this is on the right track, but it's too much. Alright, let's try this guy and see what happens. That's pretty much it, yeah. Gonna yeet you. We're gonna send you over here in a very small amount. Let's try that. That worked perfectly. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fade. I wanna love. Hey, don't delay, 'cause I died a little. I'm missing your touch, baby. Yeah, I just a little. I'm missing your touch, baby. Yeah, I just can't wait forever, love.
So my biggest thing with a lot of newer producers and beat makers and mixing engineers, or literally everyone in the audio engineering field, everyone is like, no, don't use presets, don't use presets, blah blah blah. I'm of the school of whatever makes your process faster. I like presets. I like taking presets and making them better. Using the idea, I don't download a plugin that I don't know exactly what it's doing. So the Easy Mix stuff, let's start there. I bought that pack as an easy tool to use. The quality is not there on all of it. It's good for demo work. It's great for demo work, and it's good for giving you ideas if you know what's going on behind the scenes. I do. And after hearing that, I knew I wanted a plate verb. I knew I wanted it to be massive, and it's going to help as a space filler for some of that. It worked. Like, that is pretty damn close.
Yeah. It's good, baby. 37 on top. Just trying to let you know. I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fade. I want it all. Hey, don't delay, 'cause I die a little. I'm missing your touch, baby. Yeah, I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fake. I want it all. Hey, don't delay, 'cause I die a little. I'm missing your touch, baby.
I really think this one's gonna benefit from it.
So cool, you the shit, baby. Hey.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
I can't wait. Can't hide, can't fake. Can't fake. I want it all. I just can't wait forever, love. Can't hide, can't fake. I want it all. Hey, don't delay, 'cause I die a little.
So everything I did is pretty self-explanatory. What I was doing right there at the end was just kind of making it sound vintage. I was getting a very vintage vibe from this. Also, the mic that the individual who recorded this was using kind of bodes that very vintage, like tape distortion grit. Um, yeah. If the artist wants, I'll go back and pitch correct some stuff and time align some stuff. But as far as mixing goes, that's pretty close. That's pretty close to a final product. And I did throw some a couple of mastering pieces on there just to give them a sense of what the final product would kind of resemble. All right, who's ready to hear it? Let's do this.